Hello, everyone, and welcome to Hello Word, the podcast where we explore the fascinating world of English vocabulary. I'm your host, Alex, and I'm thrilled to have you join me today. Our word of the day is competitive, a B1 level adjective that means having a strong desire to win. So, if you're someone who always strives to be the best, this word is definitely for you. Competitive describes someone who enjoys rivalry and always tries to outperform others. It's a characteristic often seen in sports, business, and even academics. Now, let's dive a bit deeper into its meaning. When we say someone is competitive, we mean they are eager to compete and win. It's about having that drive and ambition to succeed, often in comparison to others. Think about athletes pushing themselves to break records or students working hard to achieve top grades. They all possess that competitive spirit. In everyday language, you might hear someone say, "He's a very competitive person, always trying to be the best at everything he does." Or, "The job market is incredibly competitive right now." Let's explore some synonyms for competitive. A close synonym is ambitious. For example, she's an ambitious student who aims to get into a top university. Another synonym is driven. For example, he's a driven entrepreneur, always looking for new opportunities. We can also use the word motivated as a synonym. For example, a motivated team is more likely to achieve its goals. Another option is rivalrous. For example, the two companies have a rivalrous relationship in the market. And finally, let's consider combative. For example, his combative attitude made him a formidable opponent. Now, let's look at antonyms, words that have the opposite meaning. The opposite of competitive is cooperative. For example, they adopted a cooperative approach to problem solving. Another antonym is laid back. For example, he has a very laid-back attitude towards his studies. We can also use unambitious. For example, she seems content with her current job and is quite unambitious. Non-competitive is another clear antonym. For example, a non-competitive environment can foster creativity. And finally, let's consider easygoing. For example, his easygoing personality made him a popular colleague. So, how can you use competitive in your everyday life? Well, you might say, "I'm feeling competitive today. I'm going to try and beat my personal best at the gym." Or, "The competitive nature of the industry keeps us on our toes." You could also say, "She's always been competitive in school, striving for the highest grades." Here are some more usage examples. The company needs a competitive edge to succeed in the market. He has a competitive spirit that pushes him to excel. The game was very competitive, with both teams fighting for the win. They offered a competitive salary to attract the best candidates. She's a competitive swimmer who trains hard every day. The competitive price made the product very attractive to consumers. A competitive market encourages innovation and efficiency. It's a very competitive field, so you need to work hard to succeed. The company launched a competitive campaign to gain market share. He's extremely competitive when it comes to board games. She has a fiercely competitive nature. The competitive atmosphere in the office was stressful. His competitive advantage is his knowledge of the market. They are seeking competitive bids for the project. We need to maintain our competitive position in the industry. Their goal is to become more competitive in the global market. He's taking a competitive exam next week. The competitive landscape is constantly evolving. We are offering competitive rates on our loans. To recap, competitive means having a strong desire to win. Some synonyms include ambitious, driven, and motivated, while antonyms include cooperative, laid back, and unambitious. Remember, you can use competitive to describe people, environments, and even prices. I hope you found this episode helpful and that you now feel more confident using the word competitive. Thank you for joining me on Hello Word today. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to the podcast and leave a review. Your support helps others discover the show and learn new words. Also, I encourage you to create your own sentence using the word competitive and share it as a comment below. I'd love to see how you're using the word in your own context. Until next time, keep learning and keep exploring the wonderful world of words.